Hi, it's a Tuesday, and it's Kindness Tuesday. Feeling a bit under the weather and a bit emotional. Wasn't even sure if I'm going to do a kindness conversation today, but hey, consistency is key. Um, it's one of those, eh? I'm having a bit of an emotional day. I started off my week on a slow. I'm missing my gran so much. I think a lot of the stuff that I do that are community related, things that she used to love doing. And I got thinking that she would be so excited. She would be, proud. I'm sure she would, because there's terms and stuff that me and her had a code name for. But I don't have much except that when you're giving kindness and speaking of kindness, there's certain aspects that come through, right? There's a soup kitchen that we're doing on the 21st of July in Bramley. So I've always been of the notion that the black face is it's a face of poverty, and it's a narrative that unfortunately we're still very far from fixing, and it's a narrative that really needs to work. So for me, in campaigns that I've done, if it's on my personal capacity, I do take pictures for reference of myself and memories of days spent with the people that I will be with on that day. Right now, when you have sponsors expect you to send them pictures, and sometimes the people we're assisting are not in a good space to do that. So we normally just maybe forced to take pictures, I would say, when you look at pictures that are there, and it's pictures that we don't ask people consent if they want us to share their pictures. I think that's another thing. So I'm conflicted in a way, in terms of, on a personal capacity, I would do without pictures. Now, you bring people in, you ask for sponsorships, and you ask for donations, and sponsors want to physically see pictures of whatever that is happening. Now, I was thinking out to myself, or speaking with my team, in terms of what is a strategic way that we could keep the dignity of these people and still share kindness, because that's kindness towards them. These people find themselves floating all over the internet without their consent. What aspects or what direction can social entities and NPOs and NPCs take in terms of preserving these people's dignity, and also just being kind to them in a state where they're unable to provide for themselves, or in a state where they have no say literally about their life, because we sort of just come into their space, do whatever we do, and gloat on social media, right? So other than that, asking for support and donations, volunteers, guys. We're going to be in Bramley, and the flyer will be up, or the flyer is already up. I'll put the flyer at the end of this video. And what are your thoughts? Because we're talking about kindness. Preserving people's dignity is an act of kindness. So is charity an act of kindness? What is your contribution towards that? Because how do we change the narrative of something that we do as well, to say, oh no, we want gloating, or we want more donations? Obviously we can't give to the community in a capacity that would like to reach without having sponsors come in. But how do we now say an act of kindness is loving for your brother or your sister what you love for yourself? There's a state in which, like, I'm looking all shabby, but I made a choice to do a video, and I don't mind it being on the social media platforms or anything. But the people that we go into their communities, into their spaces, and we offer them assistance, and we take pictures of them, what say do they have, or what is an act of kindness that we show towards them, to say that I'm your keeper, I'm my brother's keeper, I'm my sister's keeper? What's your take?